Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So you guys, it's been a few days since I've been here and I've missed you. I've been going through it, and anyway, I'm excited to be here with you guys today. For today's pick a card reading, I wanted to look at, what you need to hear about this connection, or what is the truth of this connection, where it's going, and hopefully to bring you guys some clarity. Again, I'm excited to be here. You guys have been keeping me so busy with readings. I love it. So thank you for all your continued support, and thank you for being such a special part of my life. But anyway, so for pile one, we have Adventurine, this Adventurine Tower. Focus. And that is This Might Hurt Tarot. I've never used it on YouTube, but I thought I'd bring it out today. For pile number two, we have the White Newman Tarot, and we have this Flower Agate. I love it. For pile number three, we have this Phoenix Jasper and the Tarot of the Divine. All right, so if you need to sit with the energy, feel free to pause it, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile one, and welcome to your reading. If you chose This Might Hurt Tarot and this piece of Adventurine, hopefully that's focusing. This is going to be a reading all about what you need to hear about this connection, or we're gonna see what's happening here, the truth of this connection. So take what resonates. I do have oracle cards to kind of lay out to show the energy, so you'll know if you resonate with it or not. Before we get to that, I am going to shuffle. So, interesting. Right away, that's a very interesting image there. We have someone here who's, kind of hugging their... I'm hearing Strength card, They're hugging their inner self. They've kind of mastered their power, and then we have someone down here kind of still battling. Very interesting. I'm just going to look at this card before we begin. Very, very interesting. I hope you guys are all well. I feel like this is a bonus card. Very interesting. So right away, you have the bonus card on the bottom. And to me, it's very symbolic of the World card. We see, it's really interesting here. We see the cups, we see the pentacles, we see the swords, we see the wands. Like I said, there's a feeling of completion here. Perhaps you've been stuck in some kind of cycle in your connection, and sometimes it felt like this, and other times it felt like this. Perhaps, it felt like this, and, the universe kind of said, okay, you guys, enough is enough. Go to your separate corners. Rest. But anyway. I'm just going to read this to you. A girl and a wolf cycle between tender affection and a difficult struggle. In the upright position, a girl tenderly holds the wolf. In the downward position, the girl and the wolf are locked in a desperate battle. The figures are cyclical, with the four symbols of the minor arcana in the corners, suggesting that the struggle and peace are temporary positions in a never-ending cycle. The wolf represents the external world. Risk is inherent in a well-lived life. There will be vibrant joy, crushing pain, and multitudes in between. All experiences that are meaningful, that are truly joyful, can also bring you the most pain. I'm already getting a vibe, you guys, for your energy with your person. 9 of Wands, that's like someone tired and weary from battle, but they keep trying, they keep forging on, they keep trying to find the solution. You know, this is about persevering with hope and determination, and we have a new beginning. So I feel like both of you or one of you wants this new beginning. We do have the Five of Pentacles, so somebody could feel left out in the cold right now. But anyway, that's very interesting, because if you're familiar with divine counterparts, that's kind of how it feels right there. Anyway, in the downward position, the girl and the wolf fighting at the top suggests a time of great difficulty. The external world has bitten you, times are hard, and you are reaching that hardship. In order to return to equilibrium, acceptance is key. If you fight what has happened to you, blame yourself, or refuse or recognize what is going on, you will add to your own suffering. Accept what has happened, and you can become a stronger person on the other side, able to form meaningful bonds with those who have had similar experiences. In the upright position, the girl and the wolf at peace on the top suggests a time of healing. Humans are social animals that evolve to thrive in community. Connection is key to our survival and our highest goal, and it is a connection with others and the world around you that will facilitate growth. Take care of your people, love your world, and you will also be taking care of and loving yourself. It's very interesting because this tarot deck is called This Might Hurt. And this card is This Might Hurt, This Might Heal. And I don't know if I have counterparts here in this pile, but that's what a counterpart connection can feel like. It's, you know, it's hard. It brings you to this. You know, if you guys aren't energetically aligned, or if somebody's unwilling to look at a pattern or to, this card talked about it, admit or take accountability, then it feels like this. And what happens, like I said, the universe separates you to heal. Four of Swords energy, I'm feeling with that. Anyway, with the Nine of Wands there, I can tell this has been a connection that put you through it. Oh my, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So right now you could be working on yourself. You could be working on your own self-growth. You could be evolving. You could be starting your own business, or really advancing in your everyday life, in work. And perhaps, you know, this is mini Empress vibes. So perhaps, you know, with that card, This Might Hurt, This Might Heal, it was in the upright. And perhaps you're in a place of healing right now from this connection. We have the Three of Wands, so waiting for something to happen. Waiting for something to happen. Waiting for your ships to come in. King of Cups, just as I was saying, waiting for ships to come in. We have the King of Cups on a little boat. Very interesting. It's like this person is making their way back to you, I'm hearing. Very interesting energy. I know I always say that. Every time I say it. Interesting. Again, you're all amazing. I love you so much. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. So it's interesting because that card that I saw, This Might Heal, This Might Hurt, it did talk about a pattern where, you know, you have to look at yourself and see your part in it and what you can do to help it move forward. And when somebody's not willing in a counterpart connection, even a love connection, by counterparts I mean twin flames, but it's such a touchy subject. What happens is if someone's unwilling to look at their part in it, in their part in the cycle, it can feel like that card we saw, like it's just a battle. It's like you can't come together as long as somebody's running from the connection, and that's what we see here. So I feel like You may be dealing with someone who didn't want to take accountability or deceived you in some way with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords. So this is someone who maybe, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords here, and that shows us, you know, someone running away, and we see somebody in the window there. So this person could have run from this connection, or they could have just denied their part in the breakdown and not, you know, helped. They weren't there to make it right, kind of thing. We see this person running away, right? And they're actually running so fast they're losing their knives. And the Five of Swords is about, it can be about hurting people. So perhaps this person hurt you. Perhaps what I'm seeing is someone who self-sabotaged, someone who ran from this nice, cozy cottage where someone was waiting for them with the lights on. And they sabotaged this connection, maybe based on the way they were raised or past wounds they suffered here. Because we see this person looking to their past, which shows me they're reacting in a way, or they reacted in a way, almost trying to protect themselves. And we see the Four of Swords here. So we see, you know, I feel like that's you, pulled your energy back, you're healing. We did see, you could be working, it's interesting, I said the Nine of Pentacles, you could be working on your own stability. With the Ten of Pentacles here, you could have children. You could be spending a lot of time with your kids or your animals, just trying to keep, not keep your mind busy, but just kind of heal from this. Anyway, I have to say your oracle cards are very interesting. So if that sounds familiar and the oracle cards sound familiar, this is your pile. All right. So, I kind of planned it for your person to be on the side and you to be on the side, but take what resonates. So we have karma, and this is the mirror card to this is the Justice card. This deck is a little bit different, and I think it's beautiful. Look at that imagery. So we have the Justice card, so it could be Libra. Justice, you know, this connection could be coming back into balance. For your energy, we have the Seven of Trees. So this is about a connection that you've put work into, but you haven't seen the results of all your hard work. You haven't seen, you know, commitment. You haven't seen this person, I don't know, maybe even come towards you yet, because this card talks about having everything, like you've done the work, you've grown the fruit, you've planted the seeds, grown the fruit, tended the crops to sell at these stands, and now you're just waiting to see the results of your hard work. So that's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Here we have Libra. Oh man, look at all the room we have. Crazy. For the connecting energy, we have melanosis, I believe, and darkening. And before I get into the energy of this card, I just want to point out the things that I see right away, which is, this is about transformation. This is a very transformational energy right here. And we see this crow listening to their intuition. I think it's a crow. Oh my gosh, maybe it's a raven. I apologize if I have offended anyone who loves crows and ravens. But anyway, we see this bird listening to their intuition, and they're on this pearl, which shows me this connection. Like the Seven of Pentacles says, you've been working on this a while. You've invested possibly years of your life into this connection, waiting for change. And this is kind of, this is a changing type of energy, because we see, I was getting to it, this pearl, which shows us pearls take a long time to grow into that beauty. And it takes a long time to see it as well. And underneath, we have this kind of skin, this, I believe this person has shed some type of pattern or transformed something, because we see this snake skin here, and it's kind of, you know, it's desaturated compared to the rest of the card, which makes me think transformation, something being left behind. Anyway, I guess we don't have that much room. I got all excited. I got all excited and now I'm looking at it. No, we don't have that much room. All right, so we have it gets better. This is very, to me, this is reminds me of Six of Cups, and we see this broken heart being mended. So I do believe that this gets better. And right now, this is very transformative energy. I actually want to do that. Let's bring you two closer together. You shouldn't be so far away. Maybe you're at a distance. And we have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Interesting. So with the activated earth, it almost feels like something has, like with this energy, it almost feels like something has taken root here. Something has, like perhaps that person has finally taken accountability for their part, or perhaps, you know, they want to stop running and come out of the cold. Anyway. So before we get into it, I do want to read that karma card to you, because like I said, this is a bit of a different book. I like it, honestly. Someone asked if I would suggest it for a beginner. I wouldn't. I would get to know a traditional deck first. It makes it easier to understand if you understand the traditional deck. All right, so we have honesty, restoring balance. And this is your person's energy. So take it as this is your person's energy. Although if you're resonating with it, that's okay too. Karma is universal justice. It can never be controlled and will always restore the balance in all things. It is at the core of why we are brought together with people in our lives. Karma is like a complex knot you spend your life trying to undo. And if you guys are my fault, if you're my people and you've been here a while, I'm always trying to explain the Justice card with like some kind of knot analogy that never makes sense to anybody but me. But here it talks about it. So where was I? Karma is like a complex knot you spend your life trying to undo. We all start with an unknotted string, and as life goes on, we have more karmic debt to untie. Karma brings clarity and truth through cause and effect. It is invisible to the naked eye, but it is what tips the scale and what morphs universal coincidences into cosmic enlightenment. Karma is a card that asks for brutal honesty. It is easy to convince yourself that you have not wronged, but we all have. It is a part of being human. Don't be afraid to try and mend broken relationships. The action you take now will ripple far into the future. On the other side of it, if you feel like you have been wronged, karma will eventually restore balance. In the end, it is always the ultimate truth that is rewarded in kind. Be truthful with yourself. Others will be truthful with you. And this is on page 36, which is 9. And we saw 9 of Pentacles energy. So I think both of you working on yourselves right now. And it's interesting that we have this card about this person needing to be brutally honest. It says it's easy to convince yourself you have not wronged someone. And maybe this person doesn't realize that, but I feel like right now they're going through some kind of enlightenment where they're realizing their part in this. And that's why we see this snake skin here. And, you know, we still have you over here who's put in all that time. Spirit's saying it does get better. Like I said, we saw the 9. Well, no, I didn't say that, but we saw the 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck underneath that first card. And the 9 of Wands is about persevering with hope and determination. And it is about a love connection that is hard work. Again, a lot of you could be twin flames here, is what I'm hearing. So I did want to touch on this card before we get into the tarot. Someone asked me what these cards are in my comment section. I do struggle with communication because I am neurodivergent. Communication is tricky for me. But I will show you the cover. Why can I not find it? It was this. Someone is asking me what these cards were. It's this. I recommend any deck by this person. I use them all. I love them. Okay, so this says depth, readiness, churning. So I feel like this person is ready to shed this skin, so to speak, with the snake. And it's interesting because this crow is looking over here. So it's like they're intuitively being guided back towards you. This is someone that could be going through a lot of karma in their life. They could be having problems with finances. They could be having problems with friends. They could be having problems at work. They could be struggling, you know, day to day. Because their rope is all in a bunched up knot. Anyway, that's what I mean about the knot. You know, when you make the wrong decision, when you avoid healing, it's like you keep knotting up that rope. Anyway. So something significant has occurred here, and it's brought into a state of readiness for work. So this is someone, it says, we admit who we are fully and bravely, and thus open ourselves up to the transformation. So this is what I mean. This person is finally ready to face themselves and to own up for whatever this is. Like I said, the Seven of Swords can be someone who's ghosted you, run away from a connection, denied, you know, what they need to do to fix it. This can be manipulation, deceiving. Perhaps this person deceived themselves that there was still a connection here. With this activated earth, we see this connection, you know, something has happened, and now imagine a pentacle trying to take root in the ground. This connection has activated. Anyway, this is about surrender. So it's almost like perhaps you've surrendered control and this person has surrendered to facing their shadows, is what I'm hearing. All right, and one more check-in. I want to check in about this beautiful star seed card. I don't grab these decks often for these types of readings, but today I felt like I needed to. Music could be important in this connection. So it does talk about this trying to ground. Something is trying to ground here. It is saying to trust where you're led, to trust your intuition. It could be that when we saw the Nine of Pentacles, you could be being guided to have a new beginning on your soul path. You may have the urge to, you know, look into this type of work, light work, reading tarot or other forms of light work. And Spirit saying to trust in that. There's something here about listening to your intuition with that activated earth. And power places, that can also be, first of all, this card does talk about if you're being led to take a vacation somewhere, if you're being led to go somewhere, follow that urge, because this talks about a sacred journey. This card says, if you're being called to, if you've always been called to go somewhere and you have no idea why. For example, I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I have no idea why. But whenever I think about traveling long distances, Ireland is the first thing that pops into my head. And someone told me that means that I must have some kind of soul history there, or I must have incarnated there, incarnated there in a past life. So if you've ever had a place like that, you know, while you're waiting for this person to go within, you should take a trip somewhere you've always wanted to go, somewhere or that can even be a sacred path in your life. It doesn't have to be a trip. It could be, maybe you always believed in magic. Maybe you always believed in the power of thought and the power of affirmation and manifestation, and perhaps somewhere along the way people told you that you were silly and you kind of stopped believing in it. It's whatever your soul is being called towards here. Anyway, that's beautiful. Again, music could be relevant here because this card talks a lot about music. So you two could share music with each other, or you could be, your higher selves could be communicating with music. So what that means is if there's a song following you around a lot, there could be a message. So if you keep hearing the same song, listen to the lyrics. But anyway, let's get into it. I want to see, we're going to keep it very intuitive and open today. What you need to know about this connection. So Spirit, what do they... Okay. We have water energy. So we do have the 5 of Cups here. So someone is feeling very sad. What's very interesting for those of you who resonate with counterparts, I am being called to this corner right here where we have these 2 cups. The flame is still lit. It's still lit. So I do believe you guys have a soul connection. Possibly you were meant to have some sort of mission together with this activated earth. We also have it gets better. And that, you know, Spirit's here saying this situation does get better. You are going to see your investment rewarded. You are going to see your dedication in this connection rewarded, as there is a transformation happening right here. But anyway, things I'm noticing here, you know, this person is missing you. They're looking at these spilled cups. And behind here, we have these 2 cups with flames in them. So for my twin flames, that's a definite, you know, neat synchronicity for you. We also have this bridge in the distance. And we have this kind of cracked looking house. And I'm feeling the need, like there is a bridge here. There is a bridge. There's still a connection here. There's still possibility here. And even if the bridge had been burned, you could rebuild it. But anyway, we're not gonna go down bridge analogies or whatever they're called. So we do see, I think in the future, this connection, especially with the 7 of Pentacles there, it shows something is growing here. And I believe, you know, in the near future, your paths cross again and perhaps rebuild this foundation is what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness, we have Justice on the bottom. So Libra again, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with water. So this is showing us this person, you know, looking at these cups, and maybe they're finally being brutally honest with themselves. You know, this sword, look at how battered that sword looks. This could have been a very defensive person. And right now, you know, they are being brutally honest with themselves about their part in this. And intuitively, they're being guided back to you here. Temperance. Oh my goodness. So this is your energies. It's interesting, all this balance. And I talked about this bridge here. With the Temperance card, that shows divine masculine and divine feminine energies kind of balancing. It's very interesting how she, or they, sorry, I'm going to say they. I don't know why I said she, they. I think it's interesting how they are pouring this kind of healing energy into this cup that's on fire. It makes me think that this person, I just think of the 10 of Wands, so I feel like they're going through a lot right now and they could really use, you know, some of that beautiful energy that you have. The Hanged Man, a pause in love to gain a fresh perspective. Anyway, I'm supposed to take that card. So yeah, bottom of the deck, we have Justice. So something's coming into balance here. What else do we need to know about this connection? Okay, so we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So someone's coming out of the cold here. We do have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. And again, like I said, I was seeing a pentacle trying to ground. To me, this looks like it comes in divine timing where the hand is coming right out of those clouds. Very interesting. So there is a new beginning coming here. And the Five of Pentacles, you know, that's a feeling of rejection and feeling sad. And that keeps coming up. And I think that if you two, you know, if you resonate with counterparts, you could be mirroring. So both of you could be feeling this way, really left out in the cold, missing each other. And it's interesting because with the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles coming out together, it's kind of symbolic to me of this person coming in out of the cold, trying to make this right. It gives me like Six of Pentacles vibes. So coming in wanting to exchange energy, reciprocate it, both giving energy to it, equal give and take, you know, back and forth communication. So if this person, you know, didn't do that in the past, I feel like that's what they want to do now. The Three of Wands does show that there's been growth here and forward movement. And that's why we have this very powerful card about finally facing yourself and transforming. More earth energy. What do you need to know about this connection? Listen. Now we have the Ace of Swords. So there is a new beginning here. And this is clarity. This is breakthrough, like I explained on that Justice card. And we have the Justice card here. So this person is looking at things clearly. This is a breakthrough moment. This can also symbolize, for some of you, this person could be offering commitment because, you know, we see the finger ring kind of energy. Anyway, that's a breakthrough moment. So this person has had a breakthrough and I feel like they've faced themselves and they've won. We do have the Tower. Interesting. Let me just grab this card for a minute. I'm just trying to make out, well, first of all, this is mirrored here, but it's interesting because it looks like this person has kind of taken off like a shadow almost. There's like, it almost looks like a dog. No, you know what it is? It's someone curled up in a ball. It's someone curled up in a ball. So this could be someone going through a dark night of the soul. Interesting. I was seeing something different from far away. And then when I looked it up right up close, I saw it. But anyway, so for the bottom of the deck on the Ace of Swords, we have the Tower. And to me, that's very symbolic of the two of you. Oh, what a Tower card that is. The two of you rebuilding that foundation over here that I saw. It's like this person is thinking about that foundation, how it all came crashing down. Isn't that interesting? That looks like the same building. Just saying, it looks like the same building. I know this is a lighthouse, but just don't ruin my fun. Anyway, this is, you know, this person having some type of breakthrough moment about what was happening in this connection, what caused... It's like they have a breakthrough about what all of these fights were about, or what all this conflict was about. I do feel called to say, it's very interesting because I do feel like for some of you, you have been through it with this person. Maybe you've had like 1, 2, 3 goes at this. Maybe this is your 4th no contact or 4th kind of breakdown, because the Tower is about a foundation, building a strong foundation that can withstand the storm. And to me, it looks like the foundation was almost there because only the top of this tower has broken off. But anyway, your person could have left first. Take it as it resonates. I don't know why I think that. I just noticed that person jumping first. So what I'm seeing is your person, I feel like, is having tower moments in their life. While you were coming through in the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you are actually busy working on yourself. You could be going through a glow up right now. You could be working on your creativity. You could be spending time doing art even. You could have a black kitty with a missing ear. Oh my goodness, that poor kitty. That's not relevant. I'm not talking about that. I was going to start talking about cats who are missing like bits of their ears, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, you're focused on your own growth right now. And I feel like this person could be going through tower moments, realizing, you know, they miss your energy in their life. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very, you know, attracted. They're attracted to the intense connection they feel with you, I'm hearing. What can you tell me about this person, Spirit? What can you tell me about this person that pile 1 is dealing with? Interesting. Now listen, I said it. I said the 6 of Pentacles. I was seeing it. It's now coming out on the side. And I had talked about maybe this person, when they come in, I feel like they're going to come in wanting equal give and take. But perhaps in the past they didn't. Because it did come out like this. And if you see this image, we see kind of this person who seems, you know, very busy and important and is kind of sprinkling these pentacles to whoever, these people who are desperate to have their time and attention. So you could have felt like that in the past. With the scales here, your person is coming in as justice twice. So I feel like perhaps they've had a realization about that. I do believe that could be a thing for some of you, especially with you being the 7 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse talks about, you know, you investing in it, you putting in the time, you doing the work, and them just kind of, you know, not... them just kind of, it's just an imbalance of energy. I talked about it in a reading last week, but sometimes when it becomes imbalanced, we saw that Temperance card, one person starts giving more than the other. And the more that person gives, the more the other person can sometimes pull away, because it gets intimidating. They also can't match that energy. And then the person who's giving starts to feel resentful because their cup isn't being filled. And that's what causes an imbalance. And anyway, it's nobody's fault. It's energy. It's just realizing how to work with that energy. And what happens when you don't, when you just continue with energy that's not working, kind of thing. Like this Justice card said, it's time to be brutally honest. This person is being brutally honest with themselves about their part in this. Anyway, we have the Ace of Cups here. So this is someone who still loves you. We have like 3 aces, you guys. 9 of Cups. This is someone, I'm asking about this person. This is someone who still has this overflowing cup for you. It could be that if you're counterparts and they see you as the Empress, no one else's energy will ever compare to yours. And there's hope here for reconciliation with that dove, because doves symbolize union. Very interesting. And yeah, we have the 9 of Cups on the bottom. So this is someone who is your wish fulfillment, also is, you make them feel very happy, and they've, you know, their heart always leads back to you, I'm hearing. It's interesting because we had the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, and I was saying, you know, they're coming in with equal give and take if that's something they lacked in the past. And now we have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, so it's like they're coming in with this final cup to give you 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that was there. I was just saying this person could see you as the Empress. It's very interesting. We see this Empress just sitting on that stump. She does not look like she's moving. She looks planted. You know, this could be you right now. Just, you want it, show up right. Anyway, the Chariot. Interesting. The King of Swords. So we have the Chariot. So this person coming towards you with clarity. And we saw it with the Justice card twice. We saw that Ace of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords here. Oh my goodness. All right. What else can you tell me about this person? Page of Pentacles. That's amazing. So Page of Pentacles is growth. Page of Pentacles is them looking at themselves. This could be symbolic of them realizing their mistake or whatever it was, whatever they did, and kind of offering you growth here. The Page of Pentacles, very good. It is about growth. It is a more stable energy than, you know, the Page of Wands, which is kind of lustful. Lots of earth energy, so I'm not surprised we have this activated earth. Perhaps you're, you know, very grounded, and now it's kind of bringing this person back down to earth, I'm hearing. We do have the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot here about you kind of working on your own self, working on your own self-love. I did mention that perhaps you overgave to this connection with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone who she'll give love to everybody else before herself. She'll, you know, when I think about that plane thing, you know, put your mask on before you help any other people. She would be the one helping other people put their masks on before thinking about herself. And in connections, that can result in someone overgiving, someone trying to please their partner by giving. If I give enough, they'll love me enough. And what happens? It becomes unbalanced. And we need to learn to fill that cup up ourselves. Anyway, so Queen of Cups, we see you focused on your own self-love. It gets better, and it's causing growth with this person. So I want to ask what action this person is going to take. Very interesting. Right underneath here, we have the King of Wands. I love this deck. I love that, you know, what does this deck say? Let me, do I have it here? It says it on the box. It might not say it in the book. But it's like, no, it doesn't say it here. Anyway, I think it said queer friendly, and I love that. So yeah, we see a feminine person as the King of Wands, and I love that. So this is about someone wanting to take action, someone taking control of their life, and then wanting to take control of this connection once they have kind of a handle on their life. While you're working on your love, you're working on your self-love. What action is this person going to take? So, interesting. So I did talk about this card. This is someone coming out of the cold because we have the Chariot. So this is someone coming out of the cold. We have lots of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have some Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Libra with the Karma cards. We have Cancer with the Chariot. Anyway, this is someone coming out of the cold. This is someone, you know, you almost see this person coming to get this person and give them a hand up out of the cold. So if this person has been in no contact, they're coming forward. And this is someone who has worked on themselves because, you know, this is someone who's capable of riding 2 motorcycles at once. So this is someone who's coming in more stable, more steady, more committed, I'm hearing. We also have the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, which shows us, it does show us collaboration, working together. The 3 of Pentacles is an energy where you both have to collaborate in the connection to make it work. Like the 6 of Pentacles, if somebody isn't collaborating with you, it's not teamwork and you end up doing everything and it doesn't end well. The Hierophant, interesting. What can you tell me about actions here, Spirit? They're coming in with the Chariot. What can you tell me about actions? We have Page of Cups. So it looks like they're coming in with an apology. And you might have thought you'd never hear from this person with the Page of Cups. It's actually interesting because in all of the Cups cards that I see, it's kind of an energy of a fish kind of dropping into the cup very serendipitously, almost if by magic. And this one is almost like, I know what I need to do. I've got my fish. Let's go. Like it's very interesting. It's different. It's like this person is in control here of this apology is what I'm hearing. We do have strength. So I think that it is taking them some strength to come forward here. Oh my gosh. I just want to show you this. We talked about it with that first card you have. Sometimes a connection like this can feel like you're battling with yourself, you're battling with your person. There's moments where you need to have strength that everything will work out. You have to trust. It's also about gaining your own self-confidence. I do see this as an unbreakable kind of connection with unconditional love. We do have the 6 of Cups here, which shows growth, communication from someone from your past. This is a very nostalgic feeling. So if you're thinking about this person a lot, it's because they're thinking about you. And this is about getting back together. It's about reconciliation. And now we have the Ace of Wands. So we had all the aces. This is inspired action too, after growth, after spiritual growth, I'm hearing. So perhaps this person went through a dark night of the soul. These cards speak for themselves. We have the Queen of Wands here on the bottom. We already talked about the Queen of Wands being you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is what comes after the 7. You see your rewards. You finally see it after all the hard work you put in. And the 8 of Pentacles can be about a soul connection that is hard work, takes time and patience, but it's worth it because it's a soul connection. And we have victory, 6 of Wands. All right. Any last messages? What's coming next for these two? This person is reaching out. What's coming next for them after communication? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. That's amazing. Wish fulfillment. So I feel like you both, you know, you both want to work on this here with this 9 of Cups. This is another card about unconditional love. So you do get your wish fulfillment here after communication. We have 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor. So this is interesting because you started out as the 9 of Pentacles, mini Empress. Just saying. And it's like we both have to work on our own lives, on our own pentacles, so that we can meet, you know, not just, I'm not talking about, when I say pentacles, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about our stability, and that's like emotionally, that's, you know, everything, our self-confidence, our life. Anyway, we see this Emperor taking action. So we have had the Emperor, Empress show up. I've seen a few of the counterparts show up here, the Queen and King of Wands. The King and Queen of Wands were both women, so that could be relevant for a few of you here. But yeah, we see this person taking action. And what I meant by this Nine of Pentacles, it's because I'm seeing it by the Emperor, and the Emperor is about taking control of your life. You know, I feel like this person has broken some kind of cycle, because we see the Emperor here with their hand on the globe, kind of ready to spin it again. I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune energy. Oh my, we have nakedness. So the Lovers is under that. That's what I mean. Perhaps you needed to pull your energy back and be single, and give this person time to get their affairs in order, to get their life in order. But yeah, we have the Lovers right underneath that, which I do want to show you, but I just don't want to show you the... Oh my gosh, there's more on there. Oh no. Well, here's the card. You can't even see it. Anyway, that's interesting. There's a lot of naked people in those cards, in these cards. So that is a lot of time right there. So I just want to see if Spirit has any advice for you. Any advice? Interesting. Oh my gosh, what did I just say about that Emperor with his hand on the globe, like the Wheel of Fortune? And interesting, we see this snake here. So it's like this person has clarity, ready to shed that skin and give this another try here. That's beautiful. And look, we have the Fool. So we have this person taking a leap of faith towards you. Bridges, I'm telling you, I keep seeing bridges in your reading. So I'm hearing, you know, bridging the gap, or building the bridge again. And now I'm hearing build bridges, not walls. And we have you've come full circle in your reading. That's amazing. Anyway, that's amazing. So pile 1, I am going to leave it there. I hope it resonated. Like I said, I was doing it all intuitively, so I hope it resonated, and I will see you guys soon. It won't be 4 days next time. I'm so used to doing it every 2 days. I felt so out of whack not doing it the past couple days. But anyway, I am sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this, the White Newman Tarot and this Flower Agate, this is going to be a reading all about what you need to hear about this connection. I hope it's not too bright in here. Jeez, I just can't win. I love natural light though for readings. So yeah, we're gonna get into it and see what you need to hear about this connection. I did just shuffle your oracle cards, and it's very beautiful energy. So it almost has the energy of, is this too good to be true? Like, is this really too good to be true? So maybe you're dealing with someone who you have an amazing connection with, and it seems too good to be true. And you're kind of freaking out because perhaps you're used to chaos. Perhaps you're used to fighting. Perhaps you're used to, you know, chasing someone. So very interesting here. So before we get into the oracle cards, we will shuffle your cards. Interesting. So we have the Four of Wands on the bottom, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So like, ooh, I see a little nipple on that card. So with the Queen of Pentacles, we'll just cover up her nipple. This could be someone, you could be older than them. With this Queen of Pentacles, you could be more established in your life. So you could have children, you could have your own business, and perhaps you just got out of a marriage or of another connection when you met this person, because we do have the Four of Wands on the bottom. And what's interesting in this card is, you know, it almost looks like they're a little tired. So perhaps, you know, you met this person after you got out of an unhappy connection or out of a marriage. Four of Cups. Maybe a connection where you felt unappreciated, like your person didn't see you. Anyway, take it as it resonates. So I do see, you know, that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up on, but it doesn't have to be. The Four of Wands also shows us, you know, you both feel this connection. It is a very close connection. Perhaps, you know, perhaps your person is asking you to move in with them and you're wondering, like, is this too quick? Is this too fast? Is this too good to be true? So we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you may be dealing with someone who is, you know, putting in the work or is showing you love. And perhaps, you know, I have to say for some of you, because I do personal readings for a lot of you, it can be scary when we're used to chaos, when someone comes into our life and is all of a sudden, you know, it's like they see us and they make us feel appreciated and they make us feel, you know, worthy of their cup of love. It can be scary for us if we're not used to that. We have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is someone who, you know, is a chaser. So I feel like this is someone who's pursuing you. They're actively pursuing you, and perhaps it's scaring you, but that's just for some of you, because you are here wondering the truth about this connection. And your oracle cards are saying it's a beautiful connection. White Newman, interesting. All right, so yeah, like I said, the Knight of Swords, that's someone who's very communicative, someone who takes action, someone who, it is like a chaser energy. So I'm not saying this is a chaser, but this is someone who goes after what they want. They don't sit around, they pursue you is what I'm hearing. Anyway, we do have the Star. So you could have met this person after you got out of an unhappy relationship, a relationship that you felt trapped in. Very interesting. This is also showing to me that this could feel like a wish come true, and it's giving you anxiety. I had a card when I was shuffling your oracles. One of the cards that came out wanted to come out with anxiety, and I only took one card, so I didn't take the anxiety card. But now I'm feeling like perhaps you are anxious because things seem so good. Anyway, I already cut it. So we have Star on the bottom. So it could be that this is a wish come true and you're used to being hurt in the past. It could be that you just got out of another connection and this kind of surprised you here. Anyway, beautiful. So let's have a look at your oracle cards and then we'll talk about them. So for your oracle cards, I kind of did your person, you, and kind of the situation and what you need to hear. It's kind of open and intuitive. I'm not asking set questions. So for your energy, sorry, for your person's energy, we have the Ace of Cups. I got confused about who is who there for a minute. No, I want you there. For your energy, we have the Nine of Cups. Yep, lots of emotions, lots of water energy, lots of love, lots of wish fulfillment. I can't believe that was you have the Star right here. So 2 cards about wish fulfillment. Perhaps you were waiting for this person. Perhaps you manifested this person. We have the Golden Rose. And this is an interesting card because it talks about an energy that you just can't explain, a connection that you can't explain. You just feel it. It's there. You see the beauty in it. You almost can't describe it. You almost can't put it into words. So I think that's an absolutely gorgeous card to have. Right smack dab in the middle of these two beautiful energies. It's also, you know, giving me solar plexus vibes. So with that Queen of Pentacles, you could have been in a very confident place when you met this person. Or maybe this person, you weren't in a confident place. And when you met this person, again, I feel like they saw you, they pursued you, and maybe even strengthened your confidence in yourself after whatever that was that you used to be in. Very interesting energy. We have light. So this shows me instant spark. And this is like the star. When this came out, I was thinking about the star. And here, instant, it's like, did my wish just come true? It's giving me Mary Poppins vibes. Like you wrote a manifestation letter and ripped it up and burned it or something. And it's like this person was just plopped right in your path, maybe. I don't know. This is a nice pile. And we have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So again, this is someone who is approaching you very differently than anyone else ever has. And it could be that it's causing you to overthink it. You could be suspicious of this person. You might think they must have somebody tucked away, like there must be something wrong with them. Anyway, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing. I feel like laughing is also my way of releasing energy. But anyway, so yeah, for this, roses could be significant. We also see a pearl there. So something very special about this connection. The fact that you're both coming out as, you know, these two loving energies is very beautiful, I must say. So this could be somebody very complex, someone who looks very different on the outside than the beautiful soul they have on the inside. They could be, maybe they're really closed off. I don't know. They're coming in though as the Ace of Cups. So this is someone with overflowing emotion for you, overflowing love. With Ace of Cups, it could be new. If you, I'm going to kind of keep it like not trying to say what the situation is or your past unless it comes up heavily. But with this, jump in, adventure, say yes to change, wish fulfillment, light. This could be a new beginning with someone from your past, especially with the Pearl card. For some of you, it could be that this is someone from your past that has changed. But for a lot of you, I'm feeling it's kind of soulmate energy, very beautiful, loving. I don't want to say easy, but it feels, you know, very flowing here. Anyway. It also, it's interesting. I'm hearing this card talks about you can't see the beauty of this rose from the naked eye. It has so many layers, and I'm hearing like that Shrek thing with the layers and the onion. So this could be someone or a relationship with many, many layers to it. So, you know, it could be new and you're just kind of diving into how beautiful it really is. It could be a rebirth where you've seen lots of layers of this rose and you still have unconditional love. Nine of Cups is unconditional love. Again, for some of you, I feel like it is a connection where you think this is too good to be true, but take it as it resonates. All right, so I just want to have a look at this jump in card, and then we'll get into tarot, and we're doing it all intuitively today. So based on the cards, I will ask a few questions. So perhaps you have a significant opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't stall until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on in. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. The only thing you need to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. There's lots of layers. Somebody could have asked you to go on a trip. Like, you could have met someone who's asked you, like, to take you away or to take you on some kind of adventure. Perhaps they have asked you to move in with them. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory. And once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability, and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to this earth to be passive. You came to this earth to truly live. Now, take a good run up and leap. So this could also be, this person could have taken a leap of faith towards you and really surprised you. Again, this could be someone new here, but take it as it resonates. So let's see what we have here. So Spirit, what does pile 2 need to hear about this connection? What do you need to hear about this connection? What is the truth of this connection? I know, it's lovely. We have the 3 of Cups. So you could be actually, you could just have started dating this person, or you could just be, you know, even friends. Maybe you're here and this is a friend that you have feelings for. Anyway, this is a very reciprocal energy. It's a social energy. So maybe you go out and do things with this person. Maybe you're going out on dates with this person, or you're going out to parties with them. This is about being social with them. Perhaps they have asked you out and maybe you're afraid to say yes, for those of you who are resonating with new. If this is someone old, they could be trying to be your friend and show you that they've changed, that they've grown. But only take it as it resonates. So the Page of Wands shows us an instant spark, an instant attraction. This is the mini Fool. So it's interesting that you have this card about jumping in, taking a leap of faith. And this is like the mini Fool. So this is a spark. There is attraction here. There's potential here with the Page of Wands. With the Hermit, this could be, it could be that it's happening so quickly that you're kind of suspicious of it, I'm hearing. What else can you tell me about this connection, Spirit? We have the 9 of Swords. So this is what I mean. There is anxiety. There's worry. It almost seems too good to be true. That's what I keep hearing. We have the Knight of Cups here. So I feel like this is someone who has a lot of love for you, and perhaps they're open about that love. Perhaps you're not used to being someone, you're not used to having someone, you know, tell you, this is how I feel. I have this overflowing cup for you. It could be causing you anxiety because of how giving this person is, I'm hearing. We also have the King of Wands, which is about, it's someone who takes control, someone who takes action, someone who pursues. So if you're not used to that, it can be very intimidating. We have the Sun. So I do feel like this person is coming in very strong, There's a lot of energy shared between you, beautiful energy. This is the happiest card in the deck right here. But what happens when things get too good? We're trained to look for what's bad. It's like our ego is like, okay, what's wrong with the situation? Like it is, you know, a way that we self-sabotage. Just saying. Is it too good to be true? You could be having dreams about this person. You could be dreaming at night about them. What can you tell me about this beautiful connection here? We have the Three of Wands. So this is going places. Perhaps in the past, you were always waiting for someone or something. This is someone who wants to progress and plan and be there and leave behind, you know, behaviors that don't work. That doesn't work. Okay, I won't do that. You know, this is someone who's, they're coming in here very, very strong, and they're giving you a new perspective on love. I'm very interested to see who resonates with this pile. This is very interesting. Again, this person's energy feels different than anyone you've ever met before. And you may resonate with someone who has changed and come back. I'm not ruling that out here for those of you who are still hopeful about a past person. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's someone who's really shown you a new perspective here, the Hanged Man. They've given you a new perspective on, I feel like, what you deserve. They've maybe enlightened you to what you deserve. We saw the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Pentacles there. So perhaps they're giving you the stability that you always wanted. And, you know, it is hard when we find stability to trust it, because a lot of us are used to chaos. With the Four of Pentacles, this is a card that could show, you know, you could be holding back from this person because they're coming in so strong. Whoa, naked. This is also an energy, you know, of perhaps you used to be with someone, perhaps you used to be in a connection or a marriage where you stayed there because it was better than being alone, or maybe you even felt trapped in that marriage. Perhaps, you know, I keep getting this person is showing you priority. They're showing you love. They're showing you emotion. And perhaps in the past, that's something you didn't experience. Perhaps you were never prioritized in love in the past. Take it as it resonates. Spirit, what can you tell me about this person? What can you tell me about pile two's person? Your person is coming in very strong energy. There's no running. It's just like, pile two is what I want. I'm clear about it. I have clarity. This could be someone who, you know, doesn't overreact, doesn't let their emotions get the better of them. They stay calm. This could be someone who does come across cold sometimes, but it's interesting. I heard an explanation of this card that when it's the King of Swords, if someone is being cold, they're not meaning to be. It could be, you know, part of their personality. Whereas when it's the Queen of Swords, apparently, you know, the Queen of Swords comes across cold because she's had to stand in her boundaries and protect herself. And it's almost, it's different. Anyway, so yeah, we have this person coming in as the King of Swords. So I also wanted to say, with kings have staying power. Knights can kind of fluctuate or be in and out, be a little unsure, whereas kings have staying power. They have confidence. They have, you know, this person has clarity on you. We do have the Six of Pentacles, so this is someone who is giving to you, equal give and take. It's reciprocal. Again, Their Chariot, it's like they want to move forward with you, and perhaps that's scaring you. Perhaps they're talking about moving in. This is very interesting. Like I said, I do see the possibility of this being an older connection for some of you, because I do see I see the potential of someone from your past here who has changed after enlightenment. The Three of Wands can symbolize them changing something about their patterns in order for there to be forward movement here. The King of Swords also speaks of clarity and truth and taking accountability and communication. So I don't want to rule, my hopeful people out there. But yeah, I'm going to keep going with kind of the newness that I was seeing. So yeah, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. This is someone like, here's my love. It's overflowing for you. Take it. Very interesting. What else can you tell me about this person? We have the Tower. Interesting. So there's no nakedness on that. This person could have, for anyone who's resonating with someone from the past, this person, you could have had Tower moments with them in the past. This is interesting. I'm hearing this person could have given you a new perspective. For those of you who are resonating with someone new, this person may have come into your life while you were still in that unhappy connection. And I'm not saying that you were unfaithful. I'm saying perhaps they came into your life before you were ready for another connection. And it kind of, it was like a Tower moment in your life. You weren't expecting it. And perhaps it has caused you to choose between two people. It's interesting because for part of the reading, I was getting that this is a soulmate after perhaps a counterpart. And here we do see this choice. The Two of Swords is about choosing between lovers, or it can be in love. It's also, the Two of Swords can be stagnation. So for some of you, your life could have become very stagnant. And this person could have just kind of come out of nowhere. But like I said, I had to mention that one, that perhaps you were already in a connection that you were unhappy in when you met this person. And it kind of seems too good to be true. And you're wondering, like, am I imagining this? Should I let... I'm in an unhappy connection. Should I let that go for this? Anyway, take it as it resonates. What else can you tell me, Spirit? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups coming out again. So this is someone, it's interesting because there's many hands with this Ace of Cups. So again, for some of you, I'm hearing perhaps this isn't the only person offering you love, and that's kind of why you're confused. It could be, for some of you with the Queen of Pentacles, you could be married. You could be in an unhappy marriage and be wondering about this connection you feel with this other person. Very interesting. Oh my gosh, we have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. There's a lot of hands here. I do feel like this is someone who's very giving to you with this energy. They're very willing to give you, more than just sex. It's communication, it's love. It's perhaps this person is very spiritual as well. Perhaps you've never, come across someone who is spiritual. Very interesting. I want to see, I was going to see, what else can you tell me about this person? We have the Eight of Wands. So again, there's This connection is moving forward. I wouldn't be surprised if this person, you know, communicates with you all the time. For some of you, I'm hearing this person could treat you the way you've always wanted to be treated in a relationship. So maybe you've always wanted someone to, you know, put in the work, to put in the effort, to communicate, send you messages, show you love, show you passion, be truthful with you, forward movement, collaboration, going out, dating. Perhaps you have always been the person to kind of want that or to try and be that in a connection. And it's almost like you've met someone that's like you and they're giving you, they're making you feel very seen here. So I'm very curious about who's going to resonate with this pile, because it does seem like they're showing you a new perspective in love here. With the Seven of Wands on the bottom, this could be someone that, first of all, you could have to choose between two people here. This can, interesting. This can also be this energy right here. If this is a past person, you guys could have been this before. Like you could have tried to do this before, and perhaps it ended with you, you know, working on yourself and being single. Spirit, what can you tell me about where this person wants this relationship to go? Where are their intentions? We're looking at actions and intentions. We have the Fool. So this is someone that wants a new beginning with you. Whether that's a person from the past or this new person, take it as it resonates. It'll resonate differently depending on who's watching it and your situation. Oh my goodness. This person, I was feeling like maybe they want to take you somewhere. We have the Fool. We have jump in. It's like they want you to do something here. They want you to either move in with them. They want to commit to you. They want to travel with you. And perhaps, like I keep getting, is this too good to be true? It's almost like you're questioning their motives. But their motives are good here. Their intentions are good. They do see you as someone they want to be with, someone they would like to live with, share energy with. This is, you know, a very lovey card. We see marriage on it sometimes. It can also symbolize church. The marriage where you, forgive me, I don't know the term right now. I learned it and now I've forgotten it. Is it Jewish? I'm not trying to offend anyone here, but the 4 tower thing that you get married under is I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, shupa or something. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone, but that's there as well. Maybe that's a clarifier for someone here. Interesting. We have strength. So this person wants to strengthen this bond. Very interesting energy here for what this person wants and their intentions. They intend to have a beginning with you. They intend to have a connection with you. Their intentions are pretty pure here. What advice does pile 2 need to hear about this person? Oh my goodness. That's too many. I'm going to take it. I'm going to show you. It's interesting. I've started at least looking at all the cards that fall out, and sometimes they're very telling. I'm asking for advice. Spirit's saying, trust in this connection. This is your 2 of Cups. This is a soul connection, and this is someone who wants to reciprocate energy with you. The cards that fell out do kind of speak of what I was talking about. We do have a Knight of Wands. It's interesting because we have a Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm hearing messages for both situations here. This could be someone that you met after you were dealing with someone who was like Knight of Wands energy, someone who didn't want to commit to you, someone who was in and out, someone who was a player. And maybe you were married to this person, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you thought you wanted to be married to this person, but there was an ending there. You could have been the chaser in that connection, I'm hearing. And this is very different because you're used to someone who you have to chase. And here we have this Knight of Swords, you know, just willing to give to you here. Black and white horsey, that's amazing. I love black and white animals. Anyway, I just noticed it was a black and white horsey. So yeah, you could be, this could be very different for you. The other thing I'm hearing is if you are resonating with past counterpart, it could be that in the past, your person was this Knight of Wands, ran from this 10 of Pentacles. There was an ending and now they're back to pursue you. Anyway, so Spirit's saying, whatever you're resonating with, trust in this. 2 of Cups, trust in it. This, that's also giving me kind of world energy where these two are kind of making a circle. But anyway, very interesting. What other advice do you need to hear about this person and the truth of this connection? We have the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting. That's the energies we were getting. So I do believe this person has good intentions with the Queen of Pentacles, and Spirit's saying, you know, trust in how this feels. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it's a card about positivity. It's also Divine Masculine if you resonate with that. Interesting. We have Judgment and the Lovers. So for some of you, this is someone from your past who has changed. Whoa, there's nipples everywhere. This is someone from your past who has changed. Perhaps you both needed to change. But I'm not going to lie. For a lot of you, I feel like this is someone after maybe the ending of another connection. This is someone new. Someone who wants to offer you everything you deserve as the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of nipples in this deck. Nip slips. Anyway, again, this is someone who wants to prioritize you and nurture this connection and provide for you and protect you. And perhaps, you know, you're not used to that. I want to put this down. There we go. Little panda butt will keep you safe. What is the truth about this connection that pile 2 needs to hear? We have the World and the High Priestess. Interesting. And the Ace of Pentacles. So the High Priestess is full, like she has no top on. So I'm just going to leave her. Well, I'll show her to you. There she is. She has no shirt on. The High Priestess shows us, you know, to trust your intuition. It's about the fact that there's more going on here than you can see. The High Priestess could also be that there's still more to be revealed. Like we saw with the Golden Rose, there's still layers to uncover here. With the World card, you could have met this person online, or you could be at a distance from this person. You don't have to be. This person could want to take you on a trip. This is someone who you have some kind of soul path with, some kind of, I feel almost like you've been stuck in cycles in the past with partners. And I feel like this person is breaking those patterns, is breaking those cycles. There's a lot about you experiencing love in a way you never have before. So very beautiful energy here. There's just boobies everywhere. Maybe this person likes your chest, just saying. Or maybe you like theirs. Any final words of advice, Spirit? We have the King of Cups. So this is King. This is someone who is ready. There's that overflowing cup. This is someone that's ready to show you love. This is someone that's ready to be generous to you, to fill up your cup. This is someone who's willing to put their emotions out there, I'm seeing, because we see this king wading through waters with spikes in it or tentacles or something. And he's kind of soldiering through there with his overpouring cup. So this person, again, they're not afraid to show you love, and you deserve to have love. You deserve to have happiness. You deserve to be shown, you know, you're worthy of love and attention, and you're worthy of being cherished. Just saying. Well, I feel that was anticlimactic because I'm done. Pile 1 was so long that I had to stop when I was done the tarot because it was so long. But your pile is not as long. So maybe I'll get you, because we still have some time. I'm sorry, pile 1. I'm going to get them a card. We're going to do an oracle card for pile 2 because, you know, because we can. I have 4 children and I try and keep things even. I'm trying to keep it even between you guys, between my piles. All right, so let's see what advice you need to hear about this connection. What advice do you need to hear about this connection? We have happy. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that just fit the energy of this connection? Pile 2, who are you? Who are you, pile 2? Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Interesting. There are moments in relationships when you feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, to care for one another. Without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. This appearance of a card in a reading, the appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. What a beautiful, beautiful card about this. Shall we get one more? I heard somebody say yes. Let's get another one. What advice do you have for pile 2? Treasure Island. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. You have so much about wish fulfillment in your reading. Is it too good to be true? No, it's not. Believe in it. Don't doubt it. Don't let fear rain on your parade. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourself and each other. Now is the time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Amazing. Just saying. Anyway, so I am going to end it here. Sorry, pile 1, that you didn't get extra cards. Pile 1 was more complicated. But yeah, thank you for joining me for another reading. I will see you again in a few days. It won't be 4 days again. But yeah, thank you again for all your support. I'm doing this full time in like 2 weeks. I'll be doing this full time. I'm so excited. So yes, sending you lots of love and light. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose pile number 3 and the Phoenix Jasper and the Tarot of the Divine, this is going to be a reading about what advice you need to hear about your connection. Perhaps you're, feeling confused. Your oracle cards are interesting. So right away, pile 3, I do feel like you're in separation with your person, because the card for connecting energies does talk of separation. We do have, that's interesting. So we have strength here. So you could be, you could be feeling kind of, you could have to be relying on your inner strength, especially about this connection. Maybe you feel like it's supposed to come back around. You have this inner knowing that it's not over. We do have this Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is about an ending. And it's interesting because this card is about inspired action. This card is about, taking action towards something. And I feel right now the universe is blocking anyone from taking action, because it's interesting how this wand is pointed down, kind of like spirit saying, nope, you guys are in your separate corners right now. Because yeah, there was some type of ending where somebody got hurt here. Anyway, so if you're in separation, this is your pile 4 of Swords, in separation, healing from this. Perhaps you got hurt from this connection, and perhaps you were both kind of hurting each other, and spirit had to pick you up by your ankles and separate the two of you. Hanged Man. We have the Lovers. So yeah, it could be that one of you had to change a behavior or make some kind of sacrifice or decision, and someone didn't, so you're in separation. They could have chosen, with the Lovers, it could be that they chose someone else over you. They could have chose someone else over you. We'll go one more, 7 of Cups, as I'm talking about them having different choices. So they might not have prioritized this connection. They might not have prioritized you. As I'm saying that, I just saw 3 crows go by. 3 of Swords, 3 crows. So you could be feeling, with the 7 of Cups, you could be feeling very confused about what's happening or what's coming. Because you're in separation. The King of Cups shows me, yeah, this is very interesting. There's some weird synchronicities in this pile that I'm going to point out. One of them is the fact that I used Phoenix Jasper, and your person's energy came out as the Phoenix. And I believe that the Phoenix card in that deck that I used is the Judgment card. And here we have this King of Cups and the Judgment card. So I do feel like this person has feelings for you. There is emotion here. But sometimes the King of Cups can be closed off to it. So perhaps they weren't, embodying King of Cups. Perhaps they were taking you for granted, and spirit was just kind of like separated the two of you. This person could be experiencing karma in their life right now. Kind of karmic retribution. I want to read you guys. I feel called to read it to you because I read it to pile 1 and I feel called to read it to you. So I'm going to read it. No, it wasn't even this one. It was this one. I have no idea why I feel called to read it to you, but I am. It was a card about karma. And it talked about, when I talk about the Judgment card, I sometimes use the example of tying a knot. Like every time you make the wrong choice, every time you repeat a pattern, you tie a knot in your, oops, sorry, kitty, I scared you, in your rope. And it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And perhaps this person is dealing with trying to untie that rope in their life right now, because we have the Strength energy here. So they are going through it. I just wanted to read you this. Karma is universal justice. It can never be controlled and will always restore balance in all things. It is the core of why we were brought together with people in our lives. Karma is like a complex knot you spend your life trying to undo. We all start with an unknotted string, and as life goes on, we have more karmic debt to untie. Karma brings clarity and truth, cause and effect. It is invisible to the naked eye, but it is what tips the scales and what morphs universal coincidences into cosmic enlightenment. Karma is a card that asks for brutal honesty. It is easy to convince yourself that you have not wronged, but we all have. It's part of being human. Don't be afraid to mend broken relationships. Anyway, I felt the need to read that to you because your person is coming through as the Phoenix. But yeah, anyway, I talk a lot. So for your oracle cards are very interesting. I know I always say that. So what else is new? So for your energy, we have the 3 of trees, earth energy. So you could be working on grounding yourself. You could be collaborating with others. You could be working. For your person's energy, we have Phoenix. So there's, Phoenix, Jasper, they're coming out as the Phoenix. And this is the Judgment card, which we just saw. So this person could be going through some kind of transformation right now. And I feel like they do want to reach out, but it's like the universe isn't letting them yet. Perhaps they need to untie a few more knots before they're allowed to reach out. For your connecting energy, we have separation. And I'm going to read you this card, but it does talk about, the universe putting you in your separate corners. So yeah, we'll read that card, but I think that's very interesting. So you're definitely, separated right now. I don't think you're in communication because both of these birds are faced away from each other. And the 3 reminds me of the Empress. So perhaps, you're not chasing this. Perhaps you're just focused on your own growth here. We have self-care. And I will say this is one of the more powerful cards in that deck. Someone asked me the other day what it was. This is what it is. This is one of the more powerful cards in this deck. It is in the 8 operations cards. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a counterpart because we do have this Phoenix energy. We do have this flame here. With self-care, I see you're both focusing on yourselves right now. Now, this was interesting. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wound. So there is darkness in this connection right now. And I think it was to wake both of you up. It was to wake both of you up. Perhaps for some of you, it could be that you have some kind of hidden shadow that you need to deal with, or some kind of, I was hearing with the 3 of Pentacles and the void, it could be that you have a void within you that's always there that you try and fill with other things. And it could be that there's something that's supposed to fill that void. There's something you're missing. Perhaps your soul path, perhaps you know, a realization about yourself. With the Three of Pentacles, I almost feel like it's a soul path, or it has to do with you helping others. But yeah. So we do see a bit of darkness here right now in this connection. And like I said, with the Ace of Wands kind of pointed down, it's kind of like Spirit was saying, stop. You two need to go to your separate corners and think about what you've done. Like children. My mom used to send, it's like when your mom separates you. Like my mom used to separate my sister and I when we were kids. We'd be driving her crazy, fighting. And she'd say, go to your rooms. And we'd go up to our rooms. Our rooms were side by side. And after a few minutes of like silence, I'd hear my sister out the window like, what are you doing? Isn't mom so silly separating us? And we'd be talking. So it's like when the universe separates you, it just kind of makes the person want you more. Anyway, I'm going to read this to you. This is called divide to cut away, separation. So you're definitely divided right now. And I think it was to cause this phoenix moment in your person. Separatio, I don't know, is the great alchemical operation of the sword. It occurs when substances are pulled apart for their highest good, either willingly or unwillingly. The fissure may take place suddenly with a swift blow of the axe, or slowly over time with a dull blade. No matter how the separation occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. Images of swords and knives, battles, rebellion, breakups, divorce, and atoms splitting are expressions of separatio. Separatio? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The good news is that separatio, I don't know what it's called. I'll just say separation. The good news is that separation prepares the individual for a more conscious union down the line. It releases stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. Interesting. This stage is a prerequisite for conjunctio, which is union and love. Through the pain of separation, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn, the world. Anyway, that's very, if you resonate with counterparts, you know, it's saying this is the separation that has to happen before union. This is the separation that has to happen so that you both realize your truest potential. I'm seeing like two people in their Nine of Pentacles energy, working on themselves, working on their stability, working on their healing, awakening, spiritual wisdom, and then they come back together. So it could be that you were farther along than this person. With the Three of Pentacles, that is an energy of teamwork. And I feel like perhaps you had more spiritual awareness of what was happening, but perhaps this person didn't with the Phoenix card. And perhaps because they couldn't work with you spiritually, they couldn't work with you as a team because they were unhealed or still needing to have an awakening. It's like the universe separated you. It could be, for some of you I'm hearing, it could be that this person had another connection, because this card talks about divorce. And perhaps this person with the Judgment card, sometimes the Judgment card can talk about, you know, I'm just getting the vibe that maybe this person had a connection or possibly was in a marriage. And that's why, if they weren't willing to leave that person, the universe separated you because they don't want you to be hurt. But anyway, so that's what that card is about. I wanted to read you the Void. I've looked at all of these cards. I've never had this card come out, so I haven't looked at this card in a while. Everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb, the fertile darkness where all things originate and seeds grow. Kind of like this card said, you know, there needs to be darkness before light. There needs to be separation before union. I do feel like you could resonate with counterparts and, you know, mirrors. Comforting and intimidating, freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. The message of the void is to surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you. Regardless of whether you know what they'll one day become, you're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next. Interesting. And I had Empress vibes here. 3. Empress energy. So it's like you're being asked to surrender to this and to believe in it. You could, you know, question it. You could be one of those people that, you know, that person, you know, screw them. I don't ever want them back. There is this message of needing to surrender to it. Or maybe you're trying to control the outcome. Rest and allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface doesn't mean things aren't at work. Beautiful. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted right for us, right beneath the surface, in ways known and unknowable. Now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. The void often surfaces at the end of a chapter or life phase, when we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with. When you're in the void, it can feel scary, as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing to do is to relinquish control and surrender to the changing mystery in your life. So yeah, you could have already given up control of this and surrendered. If you feel lost and depleted and you've given up hope about this person, I do want to say that in counterpart connections, we go through that right before union, right before contact. We start to lose hope. We start to doubt. Our ego creeps in. We start to feel darkness. We start to feel hopeless. We start like not sleeping, having nightmares, waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. And it's because something is coming. So Spirit's saying, you know, if you feel this void right now, you need to trust that it's all happening in divine timing. It's all happening for the higher good of this connection. It's clear to me that your person has some things they need to work out. And that's why there's darkness here, because it's kind of like you're waiting for your person. 3 of Pentacles, you're ready. You're like, I've got this. I'm ready to work as a team. Let's go. And, you know, they're still trying to get out of this raised from the ashes over here. So they're still trying to transform and unknot that huge knot they have in their life. They could be spending a lot of time resting, because your advice is to enjoy this time, enjoy the darkness, rest, do nothing. And it could be, if you guys are mirrors, that could be what your person is going through in their own life. Anyway, so I did want to read the Phoenix just because these cards, I actually like cards that are a bit different. Somebody said in the comments that the meanings are pointlessness. It's all just fluff or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Hey, I was completely wrong about who that is. I was completely wrong. Anyway, I do see this as someone who's going through judgment. But what I'm seeing, this is actually the Hierophant. Why didn't I know that? The number's right there. I am such a... I wasn't paying attention to the number. I was just so excited that the Phoenix was there. Anyway, this is even better, because this is showing us... We saw judgment, so that is an energy. Whenever I see the Judgment card, I see someone like awakening, and that's why I automatically felt the energy of judgment, and I'm trusting what I felt. But this is also the Hierophant. So this is a spiritual connection. It's probably why I was picking up on this person might be married or might have needed to end a marriage. This is also symbolic of a spiritual connection where you're meant to heal things together. You have a spiritual contract, a spiritual mission. And in order to move forward, both of you have to heal those things. And I see your person is evolving spiritually right now. Again, it does kind of go with that judgment energy that I was feeling. So this person could also be becoming more spiritual. They could be getting spiritual wisdom from someone. This is, a connection, I believe, where, you both see marriage on the cards. So the Phoenix appears. If the Phoenix appears, it is time for a celebration as you are approaching a new awakening and an internal holiness with the self. There is magic bubbling inside of you that only needs your complete oneness in order to soar. Do not become too rigid in your expectations. There is an undeniable natural changeability that will happen within the self. Allowing patience and room for the spiritual awakening to take place will lead you to soar to greater heights. And this is your person's energy, so they are going through an awakening. And perhaps, perhaps that's why you're feeling this void, because like I said, you could be about to come into union. And like this card says, separation you have to go through it in order to have the union. If you resonate with divine counterparts, you can't skip over this part because this is the part that awakens your person. Now, Three of Pentacles in this book. Willingness to grow. This is very interesting. There is nothing more satisfying than seeing your hard work pay off, especially if it involves physical labor. When this card shows up, it is a sign of your strong determination and willingness to grow, which is what I was feeling with you. You're more evolved. The work you have spent endless hours on is starting to bear fruit. This card is a sign to keep going. Your work is not done yet, but you are surely headed in the right direction. So Spirit's saying, there's still potential in this void. There's still, like this card said, what comes after the void is beautiful. So Spirit's saying, keep going. You're doing great. It's interesting. I was getting that awakening energy there. Anyway, that's what we have. So let's have a look at what else you need to hear about this connection. I'm leaving it open. It's very intuitive today. So let's see what happens. Let's make sure it's still recording. Oh my gosh. I did not know I was going to be, making YouTube videos of hour-long readings. So the phone that I have doesn't have that much storage. I actually invested in a new phone, which is coming Friday, and then I'll be able to relax about checking if it's recording. Maybe that's symbolic of you waiting for more growth in this person. I'm waiting for something bigger. Anyway, let's see what you need to know about this connection. So Spirit, what is the truth of this connection? What is the truth of this connection? Nine of Wands. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this energy. So the Nine of Wands, I've started to memorize that little book I read out of, so I'm not looking in it as much. Like I actually memorized the whole thing. But the Nine of Wands is about someone who is weary and wounded from battle, but perseveres with hope and determination. Like I said, I memorize it. That's how I got through in school. I just memorized everything. So 9 of Wands, that's, you still have hope for this, even though, you know, you can't get to that house that's trying to run away. There's fiery skulls. This card represents the final push. And it's interesting because these two cards, actually all 3 of these cards, talk about seeing the rewards of your work, seeing, like, this is you finally seeing change. This is 9 of Wands is a love connection requiring hard work and self-improvement. Self-improvement is huge. So unless, you know, these two counterparts, unless they're willing to heal and go within and self-assess and heal and empower themselves, you can't get to that happy ending. And that's what this card talks about as well, that, you know, you have to go through this separation. You have to go through these hard times to get to the other side, to get to union. Very beautiful. We have the 4 of Wands here, and I'm asking about the truth of this connection. So if you were, you know, this is symbolic of twin flames. This is, with this card, separation, and the fact that you had to be separated. Either this person made the decision to separate with you, or you made the decision, or the universe constructed divine timing to happen to kind of rip you guys apart. It needed to happen. This person does see you as their 4 of Wands. This is marriage. This is happiness. Very interesting. It looks like this person is about to come rushing in with the Knight of Swords. This is someone rushing in with communication. This is like chaser energy. So perhaps in the past you were the chaser, and now this person, through this awakening, is now embodying the chaser, and they're coming in for this. And that's why you're feeling this void. That's why you're feeling defeat and loss of hope. The 9 of Wands, I'm asking about the truth of this connection. What do you need to know? And the 9 of Wands is don't give up hope. You're almost there. The final push. If this is your 4 of Wands, you know, trust in it, surrender. And that surrender is so important. Surrendering is more about just saying, okay, well, we'll just see what happens, and I surrender to divine timing. But you still obsess over them, and you still have anger towards them, and you still, you know, make comments on tarot videos about how they don't deserve you. That's not surrender. That's resistance. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that road. I don't want to get into a fight. What else do you need to know about this connection? We have the 7 of Wands. There is this determination type of, I shuffled those a few times, and the 4 of Wands is there again. The 7 of Wands, you know, I know a lot of people see it and think of blockages. So perhaps you are blocked by this person. But the 7 of Wands is actually about fighting for what you want. It's going through the trials of, it's like you holding on to the end game, even though it's hard, even though there's people telling you, you're silly to hold on to that person. You know, you should just move on. This is an energy of wanting to fight for that thing that you want so badly. And I feel like there's still fight in this person. That's what I'm seeing with the 7 of Wands. They still want to fight for this. And we do see that awakening there. So beautiful. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. What do we need to know about this connection, Spirit? Oh my goodness. So here we have this 10 of Swords that we saw at the very beginning. And it confirms there was an ending here, but Endings aren't, the Ten of Swords doesn't have to be like a permanent ending. The Ten of Swords can be an ending of a cycle. It could be an ego death. It can be, you know, it can be those things. I do feel like there was something unhealed in your person. I think, like I said, you're further along on this journey. Like the Three of Pentacles said, you've put in the work and you're about to see the rewards for your work. The Five of Swords, I feel like you could be very much in your head. This person could have treated you in a way that kind of, I feel like they sabotaged the connection, and they were operating from a place of ego, especially with this Phoenix card. I feel like when they were communicating with you or when you were together, possibly there was like an argument where they were really operating from their lower self, which is the, you know, the ego. And they perhaps tried to protect themselves by bringing you down or by cutting you off. Really, it was about keeping them safe. And it's interesting because this person is holding up one sword. And then we see Four of Swords here. And Four of Swords is about reflection and about healing. And we see you over here back turned. I'm just intuitive reading. That's how it works. We see you sitting here in despair, in regret, Five of Cups energy, the void, wondering like, why did this happen? Is this person going to come back? Did they purposely mean to hurt me? And what's interesting about this Five of Swords is usually we see the Five of Swords, the person with the sword, and we see people kind of left in the background that they've hurt. We see bodies, and here it looks almost as if it's very interesting because it's almost like this person is reflecting, Ace of Swords, on the truth of this, reflection and healing and clarity about how they did self-sabotage this connection. There's so many ways that people can sabotage connections. With the Page of Wands, oh my gosh, there's that knot that I was talking about. Anyway, with the Page of Wands can be somebody with good intentions, but no staying power. Like it's a spark that kind of fizzles out. So anyway, very interesting, the clarity here, because I was picking up clarity here. And there we have that knot that I spoke about. So this person could be trying to untangle their knots. And, you know, once they have clarity, Ace of Swords, the Sun, they come back. The wound is healed. You come back together. Anyway, very interesting. What can you tell me about Pile 3's person? What can you tell me about Pile 3's person? We have the Five of Pentacles. So right now, somebody's feeling left out in the cold. I believe it's your person. And they could have been the one to abandon you. They could have been the one to jump ship or whatever. But they're missing you here. And it's interesting because this person is holding a flame. And I see that as, remember at the beginning, this is why I love intuitive tarot. At the beginning of this reading, the Ace of Wands was there, the candle was there, but it was upside down. So it was like this person wants to take action, but the universe isn't allowing it. You've been separated for a reason. And we see this person with a little, tiny little candle, Ace of Wands, wanting to take action, but they're out here in the cold. It could be, with the Five of Coins, it could be that they're afraid of rejection. It could be that it's been a while and they're afraid that you'll reject them when they come in. Perhaps they're afraid you'll be defensive with the Seven of Wands, because I do feel like they put you through a lot. Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. There's a lot of like sabotaging behavior here. So it's like this person wants to come in, but they're afraid because the damage they caused in the past could cause you to be cold with them. We have the King of Wands. So if I'm seeing this little person wanting to take action, the King of Swords is about The King of Swords takes actions. It's someone who, I feel called to point out these peacock feathers, because peacocks are a sign of divinity, being divinely guided. And what's really interesting is this peacock is burning, and we have them coming in as the phoenix. So there has been a transformation here. If you resonate with your person being a Knight of Wands, someone who didn't want to commit, someone hot and cold, in and out, player energy, hard to pin down, this person has transformed into this King of Wands and is ready to take action, is ready to take control of the situation. When, I'm not sure. But we see the King of Wands here ready to come forward, clarity, the sun, ready to take action, ready to come out of the cold with their little wand. Now see, inside they could feel like this. They could feel scared. They could feel small, like they've hurt you, you'll reject them. And they know that if they come in, they have to embody the King of Wands. They have to be strong. They have to be confident. They need to put their money where their mouth is. I don't know. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's interesting because, as I was saying, they need to put their money where their mouth is. They need to come in right. They need to show you that they've changed. This is them, wanting to spin this wheel again. This is them wanting to try again with you, wanting to come out of the cold, wanting to end a cycle. I have not memorized the World card in this book. Fulfilling romantic life. So this person wants to take action of their love life, King of Wands, and have a fulfilling connection with you. They want, I'm seeing wish fulfillment. Perhaps you are their wish fulfillment. What else can you tell me about this person? We have the Hermit and the Five of Wands. Came out right away. So this is definitely someone you haven't heard from in a while because they've been growing. And perhaps you're one of the people who doesn't think your person has been doing any growth or even thinks about you. And this is showing us, yes, they do. You just can't see it. I think this was the card that talked about the energy, the shifting energy, or was it this one? I think it was this one. You can't see it. You can't see it with your naked eye. It's happening underneath the surface. Anyway, this is about reflection and inner work. So your person has been reflecting. We have Virgo, we have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a little bit of air with the Ten of Swords, fixed signs with the Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, I also feel called to tell you that on this Wheel of Fortune card, we see this kind of snake energy. So perhaps, they've transformed something, allowing this Wheel of Fortune to move. I feel like I said it the other day, the Wheel of Fortune, if you guys aren't matching energetically, if there's fighting, if there's conflict, it's like the universe sticks a stick in the wheel so that it can't move until that change happens, until that awakening happens, and then the stick comes out and the wheel starts to move again. So I think something about this person you should know is they could be very isolated right now. There is signs of conflict in their life with the Five of Wands, lots of conflict in their life, which is what I was getting with that Phoenix energy before I realized it was the Hierophant, was they could be dealing with, people treating them the way they treated you, I'm hearing. Hanged Man, it's causing them to reflect. It's causing them to have a new perspective. So karmic justice is here. Yeah, Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands. Their life is very confusing right now, and it is meant, like I read to you in that card about karma, it's meant to awaken you. What else about this person do we need to know? The Knight of Coins. So I was just saying, you may not even think this person is on their way back. But the Knight of Coins is a very slow-moving energy. It's so slow you can't even see it. But it's someone putting in the work. It's someone growing. It's someone planting pentacles as they come back to you. It's someone who's, you know, pentacles are growth. And to me, growth is what unblocks these connections. It's what we need to do in order to unblock these connections. And with you, I see you've been doing the work. The Three of Trees, you've been putting the pentacles in. You've been doing the work. And now this person is finally planting seeds. Again, it's such a slow-moving energy that you almost can't see it. We also have the Fool here. So they're coming in slowly. But like we saw in that Five of Pentacles, the King of Wands, they want to take action. They want to take a leap of faith towards you. And they will when they're strong enough, when they're ready to admit their feelings for you. We've come full circle. I just kind of want to see how this person feels about you. I didn't ask in the other piles, but I feel the need to ask. How is this person seeing you? Guys, this is magical. So we have Temperance. So they're seeing you as, I don't think they can exchange energy with you now because perhaps it became so turbulent that you guys weren't flowing. And that's why the universe, Hanged Man, picked you up by your ankle and said, you go over here and you go over here and you think about what you've done. And how can you make it better? So that's very interesting. I do feel like they see you as someone who's done a lot of work on themselves with this Temperance card. It's also an energy of patience. So having patience, not you, but them towards you, because they are coming in slow and steady with the Knight of Coins. So, you know, they're looking at you as, well, this is going to take time to approach because the energy really wasn't flowing. It was really blocked. They're also looking at this as a time of sacrifice for new perspective, like the Hanged Man. They know, it's like they have an inner knowing that your paths will cross again. I'm asking how they're seeing you. Look at what we have. We have the energy that came out for you. We have this 3. Empress energy. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing the work in this connection. And the 3 of Pentacles, I think I've already said it, but in a love connection, if you're putting in the effort and the other person isn't, it can never amount to anything because only one person is putting in the work. So yeah, this person sees you as the Empress, so they're drawn to you. You've been a catalyst for them to change. They could think that you're their soulmate, or they could have even looked up what a twin flame is. They could have looked up, why can't I let go of this energy? Or why do I suddenly want to change for someone when I've lived this way my whole life and I've been fine, you know, losing people in my life. All of a sudden, they want to change for you. The Fool. So they're looking, again, they're looking at you. First of all, you're not chasing them. They see you. You're just kind of zen, not really, because you're feeling this void. But they think you're okay. They see you as not chasing them. They see you as attracting, perhaps working on your own pentacles. Perhaps you have children. But you're someone they want to take a leap of faith towards. Let's see how I'm doing for time. I'm trying to keep the piles kind of even. All right, so let's do, I want to see what their next actions are towards you. Actions and intentions. Actions and intentions. Death in reverse. So first of all, we have the Page of Coins. And what was I saying about the Knight of Coins? We want to see the Pentacles. We want to see the coins. The Page of Coins is growth. So the Page of Coins is an offer. It's an offer of, it's them offering you something after they've grown. It's them offering you something more stable. The Page of Pentacles can be a smaller offer. So it could be, you know, this person reaches out just wanting to have a friendship or exchange energy with you again. It's interested because they do have this they're conflicted about coming in. They're conflicted. I'm seeing, I have a twin flame card. I'm conflicted whether or not I have what it takes to give you what you deserve. That's what I'm hearing. I'm conflicted on whether I'm enough for you. So death in reverse. This is about facing fears. Death in reverse. Very interesting. So if this person, it's really interesting. I felt the whole time like this person could have been, I think that's why I wanted to read you that karma card, because I feel like they were resisting their part in this. Again, you're here, you've showed up to the party, you're like, here's my pentacles, I'm ready to grow. And you're just kind of waiting for them. And I feel like they resisted looking within, and that's perhaps why the universe separated you here, because they were unwilling to go within and reflect on what they had to change here. With death coming out, it does talk about someone who resisted change and then faces their fear. They pull back that curtain, they look at their shadows, they face their fear. You know, they see this as not over. This could be someone that kept repeating negative patterns, I'm hearing. They could have kept, you know, they could have kept acting the same way, not willing to see that it was their way of acting that was causing a blockage. Yeah, this death card, I got a new little pocketbook. I was out yesterday and I just saw this little book of tarot. It's just this little tiny book, but I felt the need to buy it. So whatever this person was clinging on to, they're letting go. They're rising from the ashes here. Page of Coins, growth. Spirit. We're doing intentions and actions. We have the Nine of Cups. So this is someone with unconditional love for you. This is someone who's being drawn back to you. This is wish fulfillment. What are their intentions and actions? And like all of these, we have the Four of Wands. So like all of these, this card talked about it. Something good is coming after a period of darkness. Same with the Void. So we have the Four of Wands. So this person intends to be with you. They intend to be in union with you. I think that's their end goal here. They see you as the person they want to be with. The star shows wish fulfillment, not giving up hope, healing, being, you know, attached. You guys could be star seeds. This is from the star seed deck. I felt called to take it today. So you guys could be star seeds. Listen, the Two of Wands is about, sometimes it's about needing to change a pattern in order to have forward movement. Three of Wands. And whatever this person is that was keeping them stuck, they've healed. They've faced their fear here with the Devil, Two of Cups. So they've faced their fear and they've faced their shadows, I'm hearing. Page of Swords, interesting. What action? Action. We have the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. So interesting. We started with the King of Cups. Now we have the Queen of Cups. We have divine counterparts. You are keeping your love safe right now. And this person will reach out. And I believe that Spirit wants me to tell you with this Queen of Cups to try and be open-hearted about it. Not a pushover, not overgiving, not delusional or naive. If this person shows up the same, then keep your hand over your cup. Keep it covered. We don't want that. We don't want to, we don't want that. But if they come in differently, King of Cups, emotion, showing growth, uncover that cup. Just uncover it. Just remember not to overgive. We do have the Lovers and the Ace of Wands for actions. So this person is making a decision to come towards you here. It's like they're taking destiny into their own hands for actions. So we do see movement, which is excellent because that's what we want to see. We want to see movement. And I'm hearing this is like the storm before the rainbow kind of thing. What advice do you have about this connection, Spirit? We have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Coins. So this is showing us, you know, that same energy that I was picking up on. This person wants to come rushing in towards you. This is a very impulsive, I need to communicate with you now energy. I will say, if you are someone who resonates as a chaser, I believe Spirit's advice for you is to not chase this person. Embody Empress energy. Don't chase them. Don't, you know, while they're healing, just kind of isolate yourself and keep yourself safe is what I'm hearing. But yeah, it looks like this person wants to come rushing in here. And they could, I'm also hearing that they may impulsively come in before they're fully ready. And those are actual tests from the universe to see if we've healed enough where we can communicate and kind of share energy again. So you could have a test coming with this Knight of Swords. You could get an impulsive message. What advice do you need to hear about this connection? Very interesting, because I was just saying about this Queen of Cups energy, about what I was really hearing is to embody the Queen of Cups if you see growth, if you see change. And now you're getting the Queen of Swords. And that's a card about, you know, if you had to stand in your Queen of Swords to enforce change, Spirit's saying when they come back in, if they've shown change, put the sword down. Sometimes in these connections, we can be so ready for it to work. And so much time goes by, we start to lose patience, and we actually become stuck in this Queen of Swords energy, defensive, protecting ourselves. We see even this Queen protecting her cup. Usually we see the Queen of Swords protecting her cup, but in this one, it's the Queen of Cups. So anyway, it just kind of drives home that message that I was hearing, that if you see change, uncover your cup, embody Queen of Cups energy. There is a point in counterpart connections where you come back together. The cycle tries to repeat. World card on the bottom as I'm saying that. I was getting that you may have a test coming. And what happens is they come in, and if we're not ready, if we're still in this Queen of Swords energy and they have changed and we're cold and unwilling to hear it, it doesn't help them. What they need is Queen of Cups. They need someone who can nurture them and be open to them, open heart, but not overgive. Just saying. We do have the World card here. So this shows us, you know, you two were meant to complete this cycle. I also believe that you could be at a distance from this person. You could have met them online, but I feel like the two of you will be closer after they take action, after, you know, you see that they're different and you open up to them, because you may have been in this Queen of Swords energy for so long, you don't know what else to be with this person. Any final advice here, Spirit? Final advice for pile 3. Final advice. The Ten of Wands in reverse is about alleviating the burdens. So it's like, I feel like this person, it's also about sharing your burdens with your partner. So I do feel like your person is going to come towards you. Repeat that cycle. They're coming in to try and take this in a direction that they want it to be in, into the future. They're going to come in here. The Ten of Wands in reverse is about sharing. It's wanting to put the burdens down, and you alleviate stress by sharing them with someone. So it's like this person is tired of holding out. They're tired of sitting out in the cold with their little candle, wanting to take action. They actually do choose one of these wands and take action here. And again, I believe they're coming in needing some support, because I do feel that they've had some difficulty in their life. And again, the Ten of Wands in reverse is all about alleviating stress by sharing burdens with, finding emotional support from your partner. Oh my gosh. They're going to come in looking for emotional support. And that's why this Queen of Cups is here, because you may still be this Queen of Swords, and Spirit's saying they're coming in looking for warmth. They're coming in looking for emotional support, sharing their burdens, possibly sharing their feelings with you. Anyway, very, very powerful energy here. Let's just get one more. I just can't help it. Spirit says one more card. Just one more. Six of Wands and the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. So this is someone that's coming in. The Six of Wands is about success, victory. Sometimes we see marriage. This person wants to make you feel loved and seen, and they miss feeling loved and being seen by you. Judgment, Strength, King of Cups. Oh my goodness. So just more confirmation. Spirit was just like, just get one more card. Just get one more card. So we have counterparts right there next to each other. We have success, victory, happy endings. Beautiful. All right, pile 3, I'm going to leave it here. I hope that resonated. I hope that this reading brought you some comfort and some clarity. Thank you again for your continued support, and I will be back in a few days with another pick a card reading. Yay! And I'll be back in a few weeks, and I'll stay forever. Yay! Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!